So that marks the end of my SCS journey. 15 weeks of pro term as well as 8-9 weeks of foundation term. It's been a blast, honestly. Like, guys, so today is 12 November. It's a very special day. It's because it's graduation day,
Yeah,
which means we are finally Third Sergeant! Hi guys. Hello. Third Sergeant. How do you guys feel, man?
Nothing much.
Why nothing much? Boring. Next. Easy Easy. Wow. So you, how do you feel?
Third sergeant only lah, nothing much
Okay Be proud of your achievement
Okay lah, not bad lah. Not bad.
15 eh?
No kicks lah.
Oh, no kicks Do again
Do again lah, because
Okay. Hey, Hongjis.
Never mind lah.
Hey, you know Hongjis?
You'll help me do my interview. On behalf of Home Tree, I think it was a doable course lah. It wasn't that difficult.
Okay. Very cool. Okay, that's it for this part of the vlog. Okay, bye. Bye, Third Sergeant. Bye. Woo. And I'm home. So, yep, finally a Third Sergeant. No more cadet life, and it just feels so good. So yeah, in today's video, I'm going to be sharing with you guys what we did for the last 4 to 5 weeks of infantry pro term, and also I'll be sharing with you guys my next posting. So if you guys are interested to know where I'm going next, you can stay to the end of the video, or actually you can just skip to the end if you want. But anyways, welcome to my NS journey number 18. This is gonna be the last one for SCS before chapter 4, which is trainer life. So I'll be continuing from where I left off in the previous video, which is from week 11 onwards. So as you guys know, I had SHRO from 16 to 21st October, and on 22nd October, which is a Friday, we were called back to camp to attend our Advanced Train Fire Package, ATP, which is live firing. So ATP is broken up into 3 different stages. Stage 1 would be the 300 meter rundown, and stage B is INAD, which is instinctive action drill, and stage C is the night shoot. So for stage A, the max score is 24, for stage B it's 8, and for stage C it's 16, which makes a total of 48. And to get marksman, you need at least 39 out of 48. So let me just briefly run through what we do for each of the stages. So for stage A, the 300 meter rundown, obviously you start at 300 meters and you go to 200 meters, 100 meters, and to 50 meters. There are many different positions that we need to do. For example, prone supported, prone unsupported, squatting, kneeling, standing shoulder, and foxhole supported. I don't really remember the sequence in which we did all the different postures and actions, but yeah, if you come to infantry pro term and you have ATP, you'll experience it yourself. The 300 meter rundown is pretty tiring, but it's doable. I managed to score 18 out of 24. And for stage B, instinctive action drill is basically what we do in UO live firing, which is basically you face left and face right, and when the target comes up, you turn and shoot, as well as you face forward and the target comes up, you shoot. So yep, that is just a total of 8 targets, and I only managed to hit 6, which is, you may think it's not too bad, but this is usually where people score full marks or maybe 7 out of 8. But yeah, I somehow managed to miss 2. But anyways, moving on to stage C, it's night shoot. This one, you start off at 200 meters, yeah, if I'm not wrong, 200 meters, and then you carry on to 100 meters and 50 meters. I needed 15 out of 16 to get marksman, which means I only could miss 1 shot. And after I tried like 3-4 times, I managed to hit 15, and so I just nice got 39 out of 48, which, yeah, I got the marksman badge as well as extra $200 into my bank account, which I'm not gonna complain about. So yeah, after ATP, the next day was the start of Exercise Warrior, the final 5-day 4-night outfield for infantry pro term. and we moved off on Saturday night, like close to midnight. So technically that's one night down already. So it's supposed to be a 5-day 4-night, but for us it was somehow, like, if you calculate, if you are very calculative, it's somehow ends up at 3 days and 4 nights, if I'm not wrong, or something like that. Basically it's shorter than 5 days 4 nights. But yeah, Exercise Warrior is actually very similar to Exercise Grand Slam, and it's less tiring, because for Exercise Grand Slam I feel like, because you don't know what to expect, it's your first time doing the 5-day 4-night outfield, you are in Tekong, everything is very rushed and very hectic, you know. And so for Exercise Warrior, it's, you kind of know what to expect in a sense, and the walks for the missions was way shorter than Grand Slam. Grand Slam you have to walk like what, 5-6 hours, but for Warrior is like, the first night is about 5 hours, the second and third, for the second and third mission is about 2.5, at most 3 hours. So yeah, it's not as tiring, but still tiring nonetheless. So yeah, I'm not gonna talk too much about what we did in Exercise Warrior, but basically first mission was CO attack, second mission CO attack as well, third mission CO defense, fourth mission UO attack. So we were supposed to have a fifth mission, a Charlie Mike basically, which is a UO defense, but apparently the location that we were at, MUTF, I think some guardsmen were having their ATAC, so we were lucky enough to be able to end off Exercise Warrior there and just head back to camp early. So after Exercise Warrior, we only had one sort of high key left, which is CSB, the Combat Skills March. So this is now week 13. We booked in on Monday afternoon instead of Sunday night, and we moved off for the Combat Skills March on Tuesday night around 8 p.m. and we finished around 4 a.m. So let me just roughly run through what we did for CSB. It's basically a 16 km tactical march, and there's different components that are thrown in there to test our skills and knowledge, and basically what we learned the entire pro term. So from 0 to 4 km, there was a crossing of danger area, and it was near the end of the 4 km, and that one is pretty easy. Next, for the 4 to 8 km, there's obviously crossing water obstacle, and this is basically how the crossing water obstacle looks like. It looks nasty in the pictures, but obviously it was at night, so we didn't really bother, we couldn't really see anything, so we just carried on. Honestly, it wasn't as bad as I expected it to be, because the week before we had a little practice using trolleys and the rope, and I thought like my core was gonna die, my back was gonna die, so I was not looking forward to the crossing water obstacle. But in reality, it really wasn't very bad, because once you get in the water with the life vest, you're literally like floating and very light, so you just have to pull to from one end to the other end, and you're done. So yeah, 8 to 12 km we had arty drill as well as Cavalier Casevac. These are the two things that I'm sure everybody hates the most, because carrying someone on a Cavalier is really not easy. Plus you have to carry their field pack, their weapon, and the person itself on the Cavalier. So nobody liked that, like, honestly. And for the last 4 km, there was a 3 km walk, and for the last km is a jerry can Casevac. If you remember, I talked about this jerry can Casevac in one of the NS Journey videos. I think it's Exercise Grand Slam, yeah, the very last mission. So it's basically 4 people carrying a stretcher with 3 full jerry cans on the stretcher, so that's 60 kg. So we had to carry that for 1 km and no stopping, because once you stop, the momentum breaks. So yeah, it was very painful, but we kept on pushing ourselves because it was the last like mission in a sense, you know. And then we were just done. We know that after this CSB, it's relaxed relaxed time, you know, just chill. So yeah, by the time we reached back to Koi Line, it was 4 a.m. Like I said, it's way later than expected. I think the expected time to finish was 2 or 2:30 a.m. but we reached back at 4, and Reveille was 5:45. So basically there's no time to sleep. I remember after I finished like settling down, unpacking and showering, it was like what, 5, and I thought I didn't want to sleep. Like I tried to not sleep, but in the end I couldn't take it. I took like a half an hour nap, and straight away in the morning there was the CSB presentation parade, the combat skills badge. This is how it looks like. I don't know, it just feels good to have, you know, one badge over there. It just makes the uniform look a little bit cooler. Yeah, nonetheless, that's the end of week 13. That's the only main highlight for week 13. Moving on to week 14, at this point there's like not much to talk about, but the one main highlight for this week is of course the graduation parade. So we were really looking forward to graduating because that just marks the end of 15 weeks of suffering, I guess, and basically, you know, we made it, and it just felt so surreal. Like, I can't believe we made it through infantry pro term, you know. Like at some points throughout the training I really wanted to give up, but I tell myself it's not worth it to give up. It's more worth it to make it all the way to the end and graduate with, you know, everyone else who has done it with you. So yeah, so what we get for graduation, we get this solo photo that comes in this reddish thingy. Cool, eh? Looks cool. And also a family photo is quite nice. I like this. And when we go on stage, we are presented with a certificate as well as the rank, which comes inside this cert. And of course, lastly, we have our specialist pride, which is a bayonet. So everyone will get a black bayonet. Better performers throughout the course will get a silver bayo, and the best performer in the whole school, I guess, will get a golden bayo. So this is my bayo over here. I find it quite cool, honestly, but I feel like I need to find a better place to put it because my room is already in a mess. But yeah, that's the end of week 14. The main highlight is the graduation parade. So moving on, last but not least, to week 15. Oh my goodness, this week was like so boring. I don't even know why we went back. It's just going back on Sunday night and booking out on Wednesday afternoon. So for this week, we have something called National Education Package, which is basically doing some presentations, and there's also a lot of cleaning, like clean the bunks, make sure it's spotless, spick and span. But yeah, at the end of Wednesday, that was the only thing that we were looking forward to: outpro and booking out. So coming to the most interesting part of the video, I guess, my next posting. So on Wednesday, everyone's posting was being read out to them, like in front of the whole company, one by one. Your name gets called out, and then the NCHIC will just, oh, you're going to here. So for me, it was either one of two places, either BMT or SCS. So if you guys could make a guess whether I go into BMT or stay in SCS, don't cheat, don't skip this part first, but before I tell you where I'm going, just make a guess in the comments down below whether it's BMT or SCS. Let's see how many of you guys can get it right. But yeah, I am going to BMT as a trainer. So if there's anyone watching that's gonna enlist around January period, and I'm your trainer or I'm part of your company, I will try my best to make things as fun as possible. Don't worry, I'm not the type of sergeant that will scold you for every small mistake that you make. I will try my best to make NS, make your BMT as fun as possible. And as you're watching this, I'm most probably in Tekong already for my trainer qualification course. So it starts 22nd November to 1st December, if I'm not wrong. So yeah, if you guys want to see a video about that, yeah, you can hit the thumbs up. Maybe 20 likes. Yeah, 20 likes and I'll do a video on what we did during trainer qualification course. So it's basically going back to where it all started, just that I'm a different person, I'm a different rank now. So yeah, I finally get to wear this jungle hat, and what do you think? I think it looks pretty damn good. So yeah, if you guys like this video, hit the thumbs up, comment down below any questions you have, any thoughts you have, whatever. Subscribe if you're new, subscribe if you haven't. We are on the road to 500 subscribers, just 70 more to go at the time of recording. And yeah, thank you guys so much for following me on my SCS journey. It has been a blast, and yeah, just looking forward to chapter 4, the final chapter of my NS journey before ORD. Yep, looking forward to it. Looking forward to sharing with you guys more about life as a trainer. So yeah, look forward to the new videos. Yeah, so I guess I'll see you in the next video. Bye.